Everyone, in this video I will cover the Zoom stock. It's a stock that you probably already know about, so I'm gonna skip that part. It's a stock that Cathie is holding in her ARK-K portfolio. Its weight is 8.22%, so it's quite a big position. We're gonna take a look at it from a fundamental standpoint and a technical standpoint. So this is the revenue you're seeing here. The growth has pretty much stagnated in the last quarters, you can see, but it's looking okay from this standpoint, right? But if we take a look at the growth, it looks like this percentage-wise. So the last quarter, it has 4.9% revenue growth. That is not good, and the revenue growth has declined rapidly. In the last 3 quarters, it has 12.3%, 7.6%, and the last 4.9%. So the revenue growth is declining. The earnings growth is the last 3 quarters minus 50%, minus 86%, and minus 86%. So that is not something I want to see. And the profit margins, we can see it is at 4.4%. It's at all-time low, pretty much. And this is not looking good. It's a company that is no longer growing as it used to in the pandemic. Of course, everyone knew about this stock back then. And I actually traded it 2020 in the end of 2020, I think. We're gonna take a look at the chart later. But that's the part for fundamentals. This is something, when I see this is not something I will continue to look at, and so this is enough for me to say, yeah, this is not it. But however, it can still be a good swing trade if the technicals is looking very good. So we are gonna take a look at the technicals. So I actually traded it here in February 2020. This was a nice VCP pattern. It has some pop-up volume on price action right here and right there, and the volatility contracted here with a lower volume, so I stepped in exactly around here at the breakout, and I sold. I don't remember exactly, but my stop loss got triggered in this volatility in here about 25% maybe. But if we take a look at it at the weekly chart, maybe we can get a better perspective. This is how it looks. Looks quite funny. The stock is back to its lows on $80, and I see no meaningful volume. Maybe this candle here, we have some huge volume on green candle. That's something good we can see from this. However, we have a red candle with pretty much the same volume. So that's not something I want to see. And I don't see any meaningful volume after that. And I really need to see that if I want to step into a stock. So every swing trade I take doesn't always have to have good fundamentals, but the technicals has to look great. And the moving 200 daily, the 200 daily moving average is approaching. So we will see if the stock can break out above this. That would be positive. I don't see any good entry at this point. If we take a look at the daily chart here, there is still bad volume. I don't see any meaningful volume. Maybe this couple last days, but the Nasdaq has been very strong these days, so it's not a surprise. I don't see any good formation. I don't see any good pattern. I don't see any consolidation, or this is just a stage 1, or actually maybe even considering it as a stage 4. So this is not something that looks very attractive. So this was not a very happy video, but I wanted to make this video, and maybe there is something I'm missing about this stock, since Cathie is holding it. So let me know if there is something I'm missing. Let me know. All right, that's it. Bye bye.